Good evening, everyone. I've only ever spoken at weddings, bar mitzvahs, birthdays. Never did I expect to be speaking at an event organized for our family because of a life-changing medical diagnosis. It's overwhelming to be standing here in front of you all. It's humbling to be standing here in front of you all. We began our journey with ALS last July 2010. In the blink of an eye, our lives were turned upside down, and the challenges we faced took on a life of their own. Every month, every week, every day brings about unexpected changes in Brad's condition, difficult transitions, new and necessary equipment. It's a never-ending battle, and every time it seems as though we have a grasp on things, the next stage suddenly begins, and we have yet to overcome another obstacle. Brad has faced every one of these challenges with such grace, poise, and dignity. Not a day goes by where, despite how miserable he may be feeling, there isn't a smile on his face. His unwavering strength, complete determination, and positive attitude have been an inspiration to many people, most of all to me. You are a remarkable man, Brad, a loving husband, a caring father, a unique and wonderful human being. People could really learn a lot from you, and this past year they have. You will always be the person people look to as a mentor, a role model, and an example of a truly brave and heroic man. You have always been and will always be my hero, Brad. If there's one thing I've learned over this past year, really learned and taken to heart, it's that we cannot take things for granted. Though this sounds like a cliche, it's now taken on a much deeper meaning for me. Those menial, trivial things we do and experience every day are not to be regarded as such, but rather as gifts that we have been given, that we have been blessed with the ability to do and experience. Tying your shoe, lifting a glass, cutting your food, holding a book, combing your hair, getting out of bed, grasping your spouse's hand, playing soccer with your son, building a snowman with your children, holding your baby, driving a car, walking, standing on your own 2 feet. Yes, these are all things we are so fortunate to be able to do. Brad, on the other hand, is unable to do any of these things anymore. These are all things we take for granted. Think about the various things you do, including the simplest ones throughout your day, from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Now, every time you do it, take a moment to relish in it, acknowledge it, be grateful for it, and recognize how fortunate you are to be able to do it. Your entire perspective on life will change, I can assure you. The obstacles that were once so difficult for you to overcome will suddenly seem to you so achievable. Stop. Take a moment. You'll see what I mean. Our journey with ALS has been a difficult one, a terrifying one, a daunting one. But among all that, our journey over the last year has also been an enlightening one that has strengthened our bond as a family and greatly enriched our relationships with our family and friends. From the moment we received the devastating news of Brad's diagnosis, we have been surrounded by you, embraced every step of the way, and never left to feel alone in our heartbreak. Much of the strength we have found has come from the people who are here with us tonight, who support us, care for us, look after us, and provide us with a place to feel safe and loved. Those people are you. We would not be here tonight had it not been for three amazing and unique people. My best friends from high school who have been living every step of this disease with us, feeling our pain, experiencing our anguish, and crying our tears. Michelle, Danielle, and Jen. You are extraordinary women and incredibly special people. Your undying support, your loving friendship, and your limitless help this past year has helped us through so many of our hardest moments. Where are you? Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for everything you do. We are so blessed to have you in our lives, and we are so grateful to you for organizing this truly memorable evening. Look around you. You have put all this together. The countless hours you spent, the efforts you went to, and the love that you put into this entire evening is absolutely remarkable. It is an evening that my family and every person in this room will never, ever forget. On behalf of Brad and I, thank you so very much, Michelle, Danielle, and Jen. To my mom and dad from Israel, and my sister Galit from Vancouver, who are here with us tonight as well. Words can't say enough. You have been our anchors, our source of strength, our shoulder to lean on, our safety net to fall into. Without you, this past year would have been so much more difficult. You have always been here to ease our pain and help us navigate some of the toughest and most heart-wrenching decisions. Thank you for always being here and for your constant help and support. We love you so much. To Lisa, Brad's sister, who has flown all the way from London, England to be here with us for tonight's event. You have always made such efforts to be right here with us for events, trips, functions. Whether it be meeting Brad in South Africa in September last year, flying here for Jacob's bris in November, making such efforts to fly to Israel with Ilan this summer after the sad decision that Brad had to make to cancel his trip to London. And now, here you are again, here with us, supporting us as you always do. Thank you, Lisa. It means more to us than you'll ever know. To our sons, Gavin, Jonah, and Jacob. Gavin and Jonah, only 7 and 5 years old, are going through challenges that most people don't experience in an entire lifetime. They are witnessing changes in their Abba, asking difficult questions, listening to even more difficult answers, and trying to process it all in their innocent little brains. They are trying to desperately make sense of a situation that nobody can explain. And yet, they have far surpassed all my expectations as I watch their complete devotion and constant desire to help their Abba and me every opportunity they can. They are a true testament of incredible resilience and strength, which I draw upon every single day. And Jacob, our little miracle, arrived at a time when we needed it most. He shines a never-ending light into our home and into our hearts. All it takes is one look at his bright eyes and smiling face to make our problems disappear. He has brought us insurmountable joy in a time of pain. I thank God every day for bringing baby Jacob to us when he did. And to all of you here tonight, you have each found ways to make things a little easier for us, despite the difficulties we face. You have taken on the tasks that Brad once did and now can no longer do. You have taken it upon yourselves and made it your mission to do everything in your power to help us in any way you can. Whether it be providing daycare for Jonah this year and last year, whether it be organizing and preparing meals every single week, helping us get to Israel this summer, taking very good care of Brad while the boys and I were away, building Brad a ramp for the front entrance of our home, the endless hours of work to provide Brad with a wheelchair-accessible washroom, clearing out our old laundry room and washroom to make that happen, being such supportive, accommodating, understanding, and flexible employers, the ongoing care Brad receives from the extraordinary staff at Sunnybrook Neuromuscular Clinic, painting our basement, moving and assembling furniture, coming by to help whenever we call, and even when we don't, cleaning out Brad's office in our basement, frequent visits, phone calls, and emails just to check in, taking us out for dinner, drinks, concerts, movies, bringing takeout to our home when it was too hard for us to get out, taking the boys out for an afternoon of fun on the weekend or for an evening to your home for dinner, having our once-a-month girls-only night out for dinner, singing tonight so beautifully, and performing tonight so beautifully, babysitting the children and Brad, helping with laundry, helping with groceries, providing us with equipment for Brad no matter how last minute, rides to and from the airport, stepping in with car trouble, mowing our lawn, shoveling our driveway, adjusting Brad's wheelchair over and over and over, helping with computer networking in our home, fixing the bikes for the boys and making them like new, hosting us at your homes frequently for dinner, tea, or lunch, despite the heavy lifting, being the first on call in case of emergency, coming to our immediate aid after Brad's various falls, the numerous visits from out of town and out of country, installing car seats, heart-to-heart talks to ease our minds and soothe our souls, and just being here tonight. I could go on, though I think I just did. You have all been such an enormous help to us. Words cannot even begin to convey how much we appreciate your ongoing assistance and support. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here tonight and for your incredibly generous and ever so thoughtful donations and contributions. We are so truly and sincerely grateful. You have managed to make a very difficult year a little bit easier. For that, we are forever grateful. Brad has been afflicted with a ruthless, relentless disease. Yes, we have been dealt a bad hand, yet Brad and I feel blessed. Blessed to have each other. Blessed to have a marriage so strong it will withstand any battle we confront and make it even stronger. Blessed to have our 3 precious and wonderful sons who give us such a powerful sense of peace, happiness, and calm. And blessed to be surrounded by you, our extraordinary friends and family from here and overseas. You have stood by our sides and not left us alone for even a moment throughout our ongoing battle with ALS. Thank you.